We have become kings. We have become the rulers. But what are we really? We are the Berserkers. We have spent years at peace. We have conquered some of the Romans. But we are the Berserkers. Unfortunately, we have recruited lords, jarls, chieftains and clans into our kingdom which don't share our battle lust. Do we want to become tyrant kings and just do as we please, or do we want to follow the rule of the law? I say we leave these other clans behind. We leave these clans, we once again seek blood and fight against the Romans who occupy our brothers' lands. Let's fight, let's be berserkers, and let's be independent. Welcome back, guys. We are playing Mountain Blade Bannerlord. That's Mountain Blade 2. We're using Roman era mods. We're in the middle of a campaign here. We do have some issues with the music for some weird reason. Never mind about that. We do have our own kingdom. We are kings, but it's getting a bit boring. And as I said in the intro here, we do have lots of influence compared to the other clans. We are the ruler. And it's like no one can really contest us in terms of our own clan, so we could just force the war upon the other clans in our kingdom, but this wasn't what we set out to do. As I said a bit in the intro as well, we wanted to just be a Berserker clan, roam around, and we just by fluke basically came into possessions of settlements, and then later came in possession of other clans wanting to join us and so on. And it's like, I don't really like it. So what we could do is either just kick out the clans which we've got no family relation to, just vote to expel them and then keep our own clan and kingdom, or we could just leave it and let them have their thing. So I'm thinking actually about the later option. It's just abdicate leadership and then take off. I'm not exactly sure how it works. We will probably lose lots of titles. Because, yeah, we're also using the mod Banner Kings. Which makes you have titles. Yeah, we can access it here. This is our kingdom here. It's buggy as well. We are the Grand Principality. We did create this kingdom legally, but yeah, it's a mess. And yeah, I'd rather just be trying to leave this, maintain our keeps, and then maybe become mercenaries, even though we have keeps. I'm not sure if we can do that or not. But let's figure this out on our own, because yeah, we're being really successful. We do have almost the entire part of Scandinavia through a civil war, and we do have major parts of Germania in total in our kingdom. That is, we gifted lots of keeps to other clans. These are of some of our former companions, and Gdansk as well, and yeah. I don't mind keeping territories, but I don't want our clan to just be bullies either, but I do want to get these out. And also, in terms of role-playing and the progression of the campaign itself, our oldest son is soon coming of age. I think at 16. He might join us. And we had several years of just super peaceful fighting, or like non-fighting. As you can see here as well, we're using a companion mod, so the majority of the troops in our current party are companions. They are the Berserkers you saw in the intro. So yeah, let's I don't know why the internet is chopping off, but yeah, we're live streaming the music from internet. So I'm sorry that it's like chopping up, but it's nothing I really can control. So let's see, how do we just leave this kingdom? We're gonna abdicate leadership first, I think. Because we're not no interest in being kings. I think you can have castles. And so now we have to vote, and we're actually gonna use our last influence to force. And this is the family of our wife. So we're actually gonna force one last call. But they selected him anyway. Oh well, I guess we couldn't force that. So yeah, he's now king. And they say we can't leave while we're in army. Yes, that's gonna be an issue. But we do have our wife controlling another group. So we're gonna disband the army we have. Didn't think about that, but yeah, we will have it as is. And then we are going to just leave it. No, I can't leave it. Do we still have the army going? Did we just remove her? Yeah, sorry. Disband army. There we go. So, this is nothing I recommend people doing, because as you probably will see, this might cause an instant war. Because we want to keep all our holdings. So that just caused an instant war. And since we're not in a kingdom, we can't engage in diplomacy. So basically, I think we need to find their ruler and bribe him into peace. Before they start taking our settlements. Just gonna quickly check here. This wasn't the one of interest. Nope. So let's just take off from here and adapt. I think we need to find their king. And his name is Vlider, something like that. We can check it in the encyclopedia. We're using also, let's go through the modlist a little quick, because since the music have been shopping, my intro didn't become as I wanted it. And I didn't really exactly plan for what to do in this episode. Just I haven't been recording for a while as well, because nothing's been happening at all. So now we made steps to cause something to happen. And when you leave kingdom and you want to keep all holdings, you automatically end up in a war. I think it's a vanilla mechanic as well. So we're gonna use the encyclopedia. No, we're gonna talk about the mods first. We're using Eagle Rising, which turns the troop trees into Roman era. Almost every nation except like Sturgia. So it's work in progress. Eagle Rising, it's a great mod if you want to play more Roman era. We're also using our European map mod, which turns the map into Europe. It also adds a few other kingdoms. Unfortunately, the other kingdoms they add, which are down here in Jerusalem, it doesn't really. Sorry, the music is like totally breaking my brain. The map mods extra clans doesn't get modified by the Eagle Rising pack, so they are sort of like medieval. But the majority of the nations we're encountering are Roman era. We're also using realistic battle mode to improve the battle AI. Great mod, you should always use it. And we're using a companion mod, which increases the companion cap. We're using a XP tweaks mod. Yeah. So basically now we're back to having our clan of Berserkers. And our family is going here. We do have fairly high relations. These are workshops in our own territory. We do have a small criminal enterprise, because we were doing that when I was bored. So yeah, let's get going. Let's try and find the king of the Northmen, and that's him. Do we have any intel? He's supposed to be close to Ormangolving. That's Birka-ish, Uppsala. So we have a long ways to go. I can't really remember where I landed my ships. It's either there or there. The European map mods does add ships. So let's get going. Let's travel up north again. Yeah, relations are dropping fairly quickly here. I don't know why, but yeah, we left the kingdom. So basically our own clans do hate us. There's something wrong with the lightning effects. I've seen that flickering. Let's just pause this. We don't have such huge numbers. There's some of our caravans. I'm gonna take a chance and guess that our fleet is up here. So let's head to this ferry point. You do need to buy your own ships. You can also pay the ferryman, but that's gonna be really expensive in the long run. Like 31,000, that's more than you pay for an entire fleet. Our fleet wasn't there. Yeah, he's usurping our title. So the AI actually does use these functions, titles and legal claims and stuff. But where are our ships? I can't really remember. This is bad. Maybe they're there though. So one last check on where the ships are at. If we're lucky, they're in Hamburg. Fairly certain. We didn't plan for leaving the kingdom, so there might be ships actually might be in a settlement, which would be unfortunate. Where are our ships? They shouldn't be here. They can be here actually. Because we traveled down and started, yeah, criminal enterprises. So let's go back. That's our wife leveling up. We're gonna quickly have a look at her. The XP Twigs mods we've been using does increase the XP gain on ourselves and the companions and everyone. Oh, we did level up. We also removed the soft cap. That means it's the amount of skills you can gain is capped. So we're actually always gaining a little bit of skill. We're getting old. We've been playing for about 20 years. You can see, even though we have no points here and only 3 points in social, we're still high in trading. So basically what you do is you put focus points where you actually want to excel a little bit faster, but you will always gain something. Just quickly have a look here. Yeah. And our wife level up, so let's make sure she gets some points. Bit unsure. Let's have her own tactics, I guess. She is an archer. Now I understand what's wrong with the music. Excuse me, guys. Let's hope that solves it. The music is Danheim. No, still having issues with the connection for some reason. Never mind about that. Here's a clan leader. Let's see if we can talk to him.
My heart is glad to
Talk some sense into him. Yeah, we can pay them for peace. So we're just gonna do that in order to avoid the fighting. So that's good. We don't wanna end up in conflict with these. Can we? Are they in conflict with anyone? Let's have a look. You can check nations conflicting by clicking like this, and they're not in conflict with anyone. We do keep all our territories now. So what we want to do, however, we want to cause fighting here. We're going to recruit a few more troops. What you can also do with Banner Kings is you can culturally switch your settlements. So if you're looking, these are supposed to be Germanic or Roman eras, but we can actually recruit the Sturgian troops because they switched the settlement towards that culture instead. All these looks okay, I don't want to keep those. We are trying to keep our own troops in a somewhat configuration of either just having our Berserkers or the troops looking like late Roman era Scandinavians. Me myself, I'm professionally Viking martial artist. I'm in a group which trains and fight with Viking gear, steel weapons, though not sharp, and we do combat against other groups. So at bigger tournaments, we're like 300 versus 300 at the same time, at the size of like a smaller football field. So yeah, it's intense fighting, live fighting. So by doing that, you do learn a lot about historical finds because we have requirements on all our gear to be looking like that. So now when I'm speaking about I'm equipping everyone with late Roman era Scandinavian style gear, I do have a somewhat good knowledge about what gear has been found in grave sites and such. So yeah, some things I'm just using because it looks could have been from that area, but there's no actual find. So we're sort of transgressing a little bit, but we're avoiding the medieval and late Viking era gear because we are in the Roman era here in this campaign. So that's why I'm selecting which troops to recruit. But these are all finds from Sweden. These as well in Uppsala. This is Birka Helja. These shames were fairly common. Well, these boots are just something as an example. But yeah, we want to push these Romans out, as we mentioned in the intro, before everything's starting to get messy. So we're gonna head for some action for you guys. One downside now when we're an independent clan is that we can't form armies. You have to have a vanilla kingdom for that. If you have a vanilla kingdom, you can't take mercenary contracts. What I'm gonna try and do here now is I'm gonna check if they are in conflict with someone. They're just in conflict with those. We could push war against the Slavs as well. There's no real point in that because our main objective was to push war against these. They aren't that strong. Well, that settlement is strong. Let's find an active war. It's been a rather long time of peace. I mean, these are in peace. So we're just gonna create a war by sacking these Romans. Yeah, everyone is at peace. It's been like that for a long time. Yeah, everyone is at peace. So we are gonna start a war against the lost settlements of Landia. Well, these are actually fighting. I wouldn't mind joining them fighting some Romans actually. So let's actually switch tactics here, or rather objective. Let's just leave these lost Romans and fight. Have the Gauls fight off the Romans here. That would be interesting. So let's just hand down there for raid and plunder. Let's see if we can pick up a mercenary contract. I'm gonna speak to the Gauls here. Vanilla of Landians. The entire troop tree is different. So that's another mercenary group. Lake rats. Just continue heading here. So if we can find, well, that could have been a noble. Is that a noble? No, that's also a mercenary group. Let's see if we can find a noble. Is this a noble? That's a noble.
I don't
See,
think
the
I know
gear
you.
is completely different.
Peace to you,
It's
stranger.
awesome. It's the rising mod. We do speak Vlandian, so that makes us give an relations increase. First thing, when we introduce ourselves. Learning languages is also a function of Banner Kings, so basically we're only trying to engage in trade and stuff with people we know the language of, in terms of progressing in the campaign. Oh yeah, we were gonna ask him about the mercenary. Well, I guess that's it. We're not considered mercenaries. Since we do have settlements and we need to head up to Bergen in order to start a war, so we can't just join them. I guess we need to create our own kingdom afterwards. But we will just push the war as is now. I guess our mercenary life is over since we have settlements. And we're not just gonna give them up. Not at the moment. So let's just head back here and start picking a fight. And then when we... So our main goal here is to finish off these Romans. So let's just find someone to pick a fight with. Here we go. Let's get it. Let's try and get one. So we stop them from going in and out of their settlement. So let's just go for this guy.
It's been a while.
We met before. How nice of you. So I'm here to fight you. So yeah, he's got nice troops. Just gonna double check our stats here. We have so many companions, so I'm not gonna upgrade everything while you watch. I'll do that if we head into peacetime. But some of the vital ones, like our wife, we will upgrade. But these further down here, it's just too many to keep track of. So, well, these one are fairly fresh now. Let's just not do that. Another function, we're gonna talk about that because I just remembered I haven't edited. These things are in terms of Banner Kings, and especially this is really interesting. You can read books, you can get different new buffs from reading certain books. Here you learn languages. Your companion is teaching you how to learn. So you need to pick up a companion and have it in your group of a different culture than you in order to learn their language. There is a cap limit, but that's more in terms of how fast you learn. So we could learn 3 languages at full speed. After that, the learning rate is way slower. This, however, lifestyle choice. We are Variag, which gives you nice buffs. And as you can see here, we only have 1, but I know since before we actually filled this up. So if you do encounter this, that you've selected a lifestyle, you invest focus points in it once you progress, but then when you reload the game, you don't have the buffs anymore. Then you just need to go in here and select the same lifestyle again, and then you will have all the buffs. Don't switch lifestyles, because that will wipe your invested focus. But if you know you have one, you always, once you start to relaunch the game, you need to select it once again in order to have all the buffs. Small bug, but you can manage it that way. So let's just fight here. We're gonna try and use fair tactics. The group setup is a bit different since we're running lots of companions. I don't think we have that many cavalry. We don't want to have this small melee groups. We do have some vanilla troops. So that's 1 melee group. Select the preset here. We're gonna put all our melee companions into one group. And that's the majority of them. So now we have one cavalry group, and this is basically our elite troops of companions. These are our archer companions, and this is a leader of the vanilla troops. So we're just gonna go. However, we're gonna dismount everyone, because Scandinavians at this time weren't known to fighting at horseback. So let's get off here. So yeah, let's tell everyone to hold fire until we get closer. And let's just have our two infantry groups move up here, but sort of in that width. The other aggressors here.
Forward! Troops, step troops! Move!
Our vanilla troops are fairly freshly recruited and not that experienced. So I'm gonna push them in first.
Forward!
Our berserkers are looking really nasty. What are you doing here? Oh,
Infect after me! Troop, move! So forward! Infantry, move!
yeah, I would say enjoy the music, but I do realize it's not flowing properly today. So I'm gonna talk over it. We don't want to get completely run over by the cavalry. They are doing the smart thing. Here you can actually see the realistic battle mode. They are really taking care of their tactics, especially if you're facing a noble with higher tactics skill, because that is something that will cause us problem for us. If they just charge down while we're in front of it, it's gonna hurt a lot. So we're gonna send off this infantry up there. Gonna have the archers follow us as well. So yeah, I just remembered, I promised you guys not to use the Alt key too much, so I'm gonna avoid that. And just have the thrill of getting ambushed. That's an arrow, or javelin. Looks like horses up there now. Let's tell these soldiers to move up there. Are you coming? Yeah, they're coming. Where's the... this is hard, scaling up this. That's an infantry group, that's the cavalry. Let's just place our infantry here. And we do have to shield up now, because they're opening fire upon us. We do have our own archers here, so let's just spread them out so we can easily open fire themselves. Let's tell that group to shield wall up. They're getting smashed by cavalry now, but they're in the forest, so we should take less damage. So, the same issue for us. Tell them to move up though. Where's a good position for archers? Here maybe. Some defense from the cavalry charge in the forest. And here comes enemy troops. And let's actually put that in scale and charge off that. They're quickly engaging. How's it looking over there? Yeah, the other formation is engaging as well. So our Berserkers go mayhem here. Yeah, we're just plowing through them. This is the benefit of actually having lots of companions. Sure, they will cost you more, but they will be better in the end once they get experience and gear. Yes, the archers. Is it working? Don't want them. Let's put our archers in shield wall formation, but draw them out to one thin line. That will make cavalry even harder for cavalry to charge them. Our berserkers are doing really nice. They're getting a bit spread out. I don't know what's going on with this group. And normally we just press Alt to see what's going on. Because then you see both the enemy and your troops. They seem to have been handled things. Just gonna tell them to advance. Do have some enemy cavalry down there. Let's get our archers up here as well. In there. Slow moving shield wall formation. Come on. The berserkers are going complete mayhem. We're just basically finishing them up. Didn't do that much fighting ourselves, but I felt like we needed to control our troops better than just fight, because I could feel that they can handle it as well. Here comes more cavalry though. Bad hit. Those are some sort of skirmisher cavalry, so they're riding around us. You can throw javelins. Here's an archer. Come on, get them down. There we go. What's going on here?
Infantry! Give them hell!
Both are infantry groups to charge. Right now it's just about chasing off the cavalry. Oh, hello. Could find a horse ourselves. Is there a horse down here? Yeah, let's go for this horse. There was one. Steal someone's horse here. Sure seem to be handling things. I said horses don't really do good on hills and in forests, so this was a bad call for them. And it's over. So this, if you're thinking the AI is acting weird, well, it's actually because they have an AI now instead of the unmodded versions where they just go for the enemy which is closest. We are gonna capture him because we want to try and finish these guys off. Gonna take some prisoners. Gonna upgrade majority of our troops. Might as well upgrade him. He's way too modern, but he found himself in our party, so we do have a quartermaster perk, which gives you the ability to donate loot to troops. This XP only experience doesn't affect your companions though, unfortunately. Let's just take, because these don't add to that either. Then I normally just take everything over a certain value, unless I'm getting overburdened. Because yeah, more silver is always nice. And I promised you earlier that I'm gonna do the game a bit harder by executing anyone we don't have any certain relation to. Initially we did this without a mod, then I found a mod, which we're gonna try out now, which modifies the penalties and bonuses from executing people, and it should be working though. We're on an old save game. So this guy, just gonna double check his relations. Doesn't really have any relations with anyone, because even though he's a noble, he's originally a companion as well. He got promoted to being a noble. So for some reason I don't even see any friends here, so we're gonna try and see what happens. We do get some minus penalties, you can see that, but it's mostly from people within his own clan. So yeah, game didn't crash, so adding that execution mod did work. I will put it in the description because I can't really remember its name now. Let's do some more upgrades here while we're here, and that's good. Get us rid of that noble. Let's have another minor fight, because that's gonna be a tough siege regardless. We should recruit some troops to just bulk up, and we can just force them to give us recruits, and that's gonna be a village fight, which I'm actually gonna take. I'm not gonna change anything here, same as before. Let's just dismount everyone. There we go, there they are. Let's place our archers here.
Troops! Stop troops! Move! Footmen! Soldiers! Move! Everyone hold fire! Troop fire!
Having the archers on fire. Well, let's hide behind here. Till our troops arrive. There they come. Let's put the infantry in shield wall.
Make a shield wall!
So they're raising their shields. So look here.
Infantry!
Put this
Move!
infantry up there. Oh, they're charging in though. They're coming down here. Yeah, let's place these here.
Forward! Form a line!
Putting them in line formation so they move there fairly quickly. And when they're sort of in position, we're gonna shield wall them again. Help out a little bit here. Give them too much peasants. Now that's a Roman. This is a Roman settlement these days. Let's just tell out our Berserkers to have at it. That will solve that. Let's just go. Let's throw this random bit in there. Let's go for their archers. Actually, our archers can charge in at will. Oh, blocked. Impressive. Oh. So some routing troops. Yeah, here comes our Berserkers. There we go. I'm gonna upgrade troops because we're donating gear. Take just some random prisoners. And then, yeah, that's worth a lot. So I'll actually take that and donate the rest. And we're gonna get these Roman troops here. They're really strong, tier 1. Not gonna upgrade to that because it's way too modern. Let's get out of here. Let's save again and let's chase off those here because we do want to clean up as many people as possible because this keep had over 1,000 men guarding it, so we don't need to deal with these as well if we're gonna siege this to the ground. So let's just go after them. He's sort of same speed as we are. Can we do something about it? It's our prisoners mainly. So let's throw out some of the prisoners. Where were they? Let's throw out the lower tier prisoners because they're not gonna suffer that much anyway. Mainly just to increase our speed here. So let's just throw away all these. I think we might be catching him though. Let's see, yeah, we're catching. There we go. He knows what's coming for him. So let's go for this fight. And we do have some others joining in afterwards probably. We will see. But now let's just deal with this guy. We're ready this time. Have no idea where they are. Oh no, a bit unsure. Yeah, there they come. They do have some horse archers. Let's dismount everyone anyway. Do a shield formation. Let's have the archers here. Let's just get these up here.
Move!
Yeah, they're taking that hill, I think. So let's have everyone follow us.
Loose formation!
Let's get up this hill. We are a bit alone here, since we dismounted all our troops, but I'm not that worried. We do have very high armor. And yeah, come on then. Oh, that's a shield in the way. Everything. Oh, we'll leave it then. We got their banner. I don't want them charging down our troops though, they're not. Of course. They coming? Small cavalry skirmish here. And this is the reason I dismount my troops, because the AI regardless aren't that effective on horseback, even though Banner a realistic battle AI does improve things, as you can see. It's still an issue. No, that's my horse. Hey! Horse Faith! Shh. I don't want to kill my own horse. I don't think it matters. It might. I'm a bit unsure. Are you guys coming? You're late to the fight. See if we can kill this one off. Seems to be stuck here. Oh. Well, down there's the infantry, so we do have the high ground. Both all groups are just on follow now. Yeah, this is the issue for cavalry and woods.
Soldiers! Forward! Footmen! Move! Form a line! Hold fire at will! Foot form a shield wall! Infantry, move! Infantry, move!
Some berserkers. So these guys actually quite well. They are getting cavalry charge, but that should be over. Oh, they have really nice timing on that actually. Come on, throw off your stuff and then go up and shield wall. Let's have our archers again as last time. Thin line, shield wall. What's going on here? Hello. And that's a Berserker group dealing with a cavalry charge. Let's help out against this cavalry. Doesn't seem to need that. Let's just have a Berserker charge in here. Straight in. Let's try and get some of these Romans. Let's not. Gonna tell our line here to slowly move in. Right in the head. Let's go for these archers or slingers. Yeah, slingers. Of course. Steal a horse here. Let's be the long axe cavalry. No one asked for, but I always wanted. We'll tell both our shield wall and then engage instead of charging. That means they will group up. Tell them to hold their fire with spears if they still have it, and just move slowly towards the enemy. And when it's this few amount, you don't really need to like square up. Just a few of them. I will actually call quits for this episode because I can sense from all the lagging I do need some restart. And I need to solve my internet issue. So a bit short video this time. I will follow up with another video today where we hopefully can solve our hardware and internet issues which have been bothering me. We are always live recording. That's it. So after I'm finishing the loot, I will call quits and I'll see you in a few hours for the next one. Capture some random troops, upgrade. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.